The biggest lie you've ever been told about dating and relationships is that wanting more makes you too much. Hell no, we're not going to do that anymore. So many brilliant, capable, high-achieving women, maybe even you listening right now, have quietly learned to shrink your expectations for what you want. Not because you want less, but because you've been told that maybe you're being unrealistic, that would make things more difficult for you to get a partner, or maybe you're just ungrateful and too much. No, that's a lie. We're ending that story today with this episode. I'm going to teach you how. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome back to the High Value Woman's Playbook. This is a podcast for successful women who want more out of life, dating, and relationships. I'm your host. I'm Amanda Carroll, and today I'm calling the play. We're running for 2026. It's not about trying harder. It's not about fixing yourself. It's about something far more powerful, really. Here's the play. Set the standard of excellence in everything you do, especially your dating life. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through why wanting more in dating is not a flaw, okay? How the standard you set quietly shapes who shows up in your life and how to change it, and why your dating profile is the very first place excellence must live, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. The 3 things a high standard profile must do, how to protect your time, energy, and emotional space while you're dating without hardening your heart and feeling completely overwhelmed and like you want to quit and throw the whole thing out. This episode is about execution of excellence. Are you in? I'm so glad. All right, real quick, I want to give you something free that makes this easy to implement. I have a free instant watch mini course. It's called Magnetic Attraction. Goes perfectly with this episode. After you listen to this, go get this free mini course. In it, I show you exactly how to set up your dating profile that reflects your excellence, your true standard, and chases away the low value men, only calls in high value men who are emotionally available, intentional, and serious about commitment. There's no guessing, no performing. This is going to help you literally while watching it. You can create the best profile ever, and it's free. The link to watch Magnetic Attraction is in the show notes. You can sign up and you can watch it whenever you want on your calendar because I know you are busy, girl. So let's get into this. Here's why this matters. I know personally how easy it is to internalize the lie that you're too much and that what you want in a relationship is too much. Maybe you want someone that will commit to you. You want great sex. You want someone healthy. You want someone that helps you out around the house and is an equal partner. You want someone who earns almost as much as you, right? You want someone to contribute. That is not too much, okay? I get it. I lived it. I became a single mom at 34 with 3 children under the age of 4. My ex just left me in the middle of the night without a warning. But I ended up using that as something that was like a slingshot. Like I was pulled back for years and him leaving just let me go. And I rebuilt my life. It was the best thing that ever happened to me, actually. I moved across the country, rebuilt my life, my career, and my identity. And at every stage, there was a moment where I had to decide, do I want to lower the bar to allow this person into my life? Do I want to lower the bar in my career? Do I want to lower the bar for this boss, a friend, my body, anything? No, I never did. Because here's what I know to be true. People, especially men, rise to the expectations that you set, even your children if you have them. So set the bar as high as you possibly can and expect them to meet it. Once you create that standard, everything changes. Instead of lowering your standards, I want you to raise them. Raise the bar, my friend. Because wanting more in life for women is not the problem. That's not the issue. It's not setting a clear standard that's the issue. You want more, but what exactly do you want? A standard of excellence does not make you demanding. You might be thinking, but Amanda, they're going to run away from me and nobody's going to choose me. No, that's not true. But you're going to attract a low value man again. Do you want that? A standard of excellence weeds out the clowns. And it actually makes your dating life a lot easier because you're not going to be frustrated. Because if somebody doesn't meet your standard of excellence, they don't get to be in your aura, my friend. Raising a standard, having a clear standard of excellence with everything you do and everything that other people do in order to be in your life. It tells dating how you move, what you value, what you allow, whatever you won't tolerate. It expands your life. It doesn't shrink it. That's what I found. Sure, you can lower your expectations and get a lot of first dates. Sure, you can lower your expectations and have a really crappy job that doesn't pay you very well. Sure, you could lower your expectations and have children that don't perform well in school. Sure. You could lower your expectations of, well, I'm just aging. It's too much work to stay in shape and stay healthy. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. Yikes. That's scary. You could give up, but I'm not going to let you. I mean, that's why you're listening to this podcast, because then what does that result in? A really miserable life. And then you get to where the place that I'm at in life, and halfway through, and you start second guessing every decision. And then everything feels like a lot more work to get back to the life that you know that you deserve. So how do we do this? How do we raise the standards in our dating life? How do we set the standard of excellence? You might be a little afraid right now. You might be thinking, Amanda, I'm going to chase away everybody. I'm not going to have any dates. Well, I mean, is it that bad if you have less dates? At least you're not wasting your time, a fresh manicure, good hair and makeup on somebody that's never going to get a second date and is not good enough for you. Like, that sucks. I would rather have one amazing first date than 5 duds. You see where I'm going here? Plus, we ain't got time for that. Who wants to go out with a bunch of low value men and that can't even afford us? There's no way that you want that. So what do we do? How do we run this play this week of raising the standard? Set the standard of excellence. If you're dating right now, it starts with the way that you take care of yourself. It does. Every time you leave the house, even if it's on a Saturday and you're just running to the grocery store, girl, we got to look the part. Okay. My grandmother used to always say, honey, never leave the house without your face on. I mean, I go makeup free a lot. I'm actually makeup free filming this podcast right now, but I do my best to look my best every time I leave the home, because you never know who you're going to run into, girl. Could be a friend, or could be a great love. So let's set the standard of excellence for how we look and how we dress. That's what high value women do. Let's set the standard of excellence for our bodies. What new routine do you need to get into? I have a friend and she holds me accountable, and every single morning we are at the gym at 5:30, sometimes 5:45, but we are there because I know she will blow up my phone if I'm not there. And I know that I am doing everything I can to lift, gain muscle, lose fat, get my cardio in every single morning first. I choose me first. This is where excellence comes in. And when you start treating yourself with excellence, guess what? That's how other people treat you. And that's the only thing that you allow in your life. Here's how it shows up in your dating life. Excellence shows up first with your dating profile. Well, first, how you dress when you leave the house, girl. Second, your dating profile. This play becomes real the moment you decide to launch a great dating profile, not an average one, not one you put together by looking through your camera roll and finding old photos. If you really want to call in a high value partner, you've got to stand out and have a high value partner. Here's how to do it. Your dating profile, first of all, is not there to convince someone to like you. Okay. I actually want you to chase most of them away. Your dating profile is to reflect your standard of life and to protect your standard of life. You're not going to let anyone in your aura that doesn't deserve you. More, you know you deserve it. And you're not going to expect anything less just to get a date on a Friday night. Promise me. Okay. I've been there. I made the mistake. There's no exception to the rule. High value women don't date potential. We date fully potential. Okay. We don't date, well, maybe he'll get a job someday. Well, maybe he'll come around. No, we don't do that. Well, maybe he'll give up all the other women and just date me. No, if he won't the moment you ask, he's fired. When a woman believes that wanting more is too much, here's how it shows up in your dating profile. First, I want you to look for these if you already have one and delete them immediately. Like if have this apologetic tone, right? Sorry, but I'm used to nice things. No, we don't apologize for what we know that we deserve and want. outdated photos, right? When it's like it's January and you've got pictures on your profile from the 4th of July. Like, no, that makes you look like you're not doing this right because you've been on the dating profile forever, right? Or you just pick some old photos. We don't do that. A low effort presentation, blurry photos, screenshots of something, not looking at the camera, or not being done up in your photos. What are we doing here? You have 3 seconds, and that's generous, before someone decides to swipe left or swipe right on you or like you or not. So you've got to capture them right away. And a tone of voice that's apologetic or something that obviously you're trying to dim your light and not showcase how successful you are is only going to attract low value men that you're going to be disappointed in with the first conversation or the first date. So really, you're only wasting your own time. Do not minimize your success on your dating profile. I want you to turn up the volume. I want you to intimidate on purpose. I want you to showcase how successful you are. So low value men won't waste your time. So I came up with the 3 jobs of a high value woman's dating profile. Okay. This will help you figure out, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to put in my profile? Men want to join a woman's body. Men also really want to join a woman's life. It's deeper than that, right? We have better pillows. We have much better sheets. And we have a well-stocked kitchen. They want to join us. So I want your profile to be that beautiful and magnetic where they say, oh my God, I have to meet her. I have to get in her aura. A high value woman's dating profile does these 3 things. Number 1, it filters on purpose. You're not trying to appeal to everyone. No, you're not. That's going to be a waste of your time. Excellence is very selective. Look at your profile right now. If your profile could attract basically anyone, it's not doing its job. It needs to attract only high value men that are your equal. You need low value men to look at your profile, your photos, and everything you've said about yourself and have them go, ooh, I don't think I could measure up to her, because that's exactly what the high value man is looking for. High value men, I say this all the time, they're not looking for dependent women. They're looking for the kind of woman that they can brag about. Let me tell you about what my woman does. Look at her. That's what high value men want. Low value man wants a woman that he can control. Don't look like a woman that he can control on a dating app. Okay. Second thing that running this play will help you with, in running your dating profile, it signals how you expect to be treated. Men decide how serious to take you on the dating app before the first message is ever sent, right? They decide, ooh, is this one that I'm really going to have to ask out for dinner? Or is she going to be okay with just happy hour? Or worse, is she going to be okay with just a cup of coffee? You want to be the steak dinner girl on the dating app, okay? They decide right away your photos, your bio, your tone, if it's negative or critical or judgmental, they're probably not even going to talk to you in the first place. Here's the question that high value men are asking when they look at your profile. Is this woman aligned? Is she aligned? Does she know her value? Or the low value men think, is she willing to negotiate her value? How easy is she going to be? Again, I want you to look like the steak dinner girl, not the cup of coffee girl on your dating app. Excellence never has to explain herself. It shows itself. I'm going to show you how to do that. Keep listening. All right. Number 3, a high value woman's dating profile will protect your time. A woman who shows her standard on a dating profile protects her time naturally, right? A high standard profile will repel pen pals, dudes that aren't sure if they want to date yet, or maybe they don't have the money to take you out on a date yet. So they just want to text a friend that will eventually lead to sexting and then make you feel dirty. Endless texting. And it repels those guys. Ambiguity about what you're looking for, what you want, because you don't want them to be able to access you very easily. Right? It's not being cold. It's being respectful of yourself. It's knowing you're worth more. So you want to have a profile that is intimidating of low value men, so you don't end up across the table with one. All right, if this is resonating with you, this is exactly why I created Magnetic Attraction. It's a free instant watch mini course. You can watch it. The link is in the show notes. It walks you through exactly how to build the dating profile. We'll build it together on the mini course. It talks about your true standard, so you don't have to overthink or over-explain anything on the dating apps. I think it'd be great for you. Check it out for free. The link is in the show notes. And maybe you want more. I have a new program for 2026. It's called Love Accelerator. It's the done with you dating program. So you're not figuring this out all by yourself anymore or asking friends that really have no business giving their advice. This is for women who are done shrinking, you're done guessing, and you're ready to date to find your partner, maybe even your husband this year. Apply for it. The link to apply is in the show notes. Okay, here's how we execute what we've been talking about in this episode of how do we set the standard for excellence. Here's what excellence looks like, starting with your dating profile, your photos. Here's the rule: nothing older than 6 months. Okay. Get a professional photographer to take at least the first 2 photos. And I want you to wear bright colors. Again, you have 3 seconds or less for someone to choose and to stop the scroll. So I don't care if you think that red isn't your color. All you're doing is you're going to wear it to stop the scroll in the first 2 pictures. And we have to have a full body photo, either picture 1 or picture 2. It's a requirement. Dating profiles get 30% more right swipes if there is a full body photo in that dating profile. Okay. Make sure that you do that. Clear face, nothing on it is what I mean. Like no sunglasses, no hats in your photos. They want to see you. You must stand out. Don't hide. Eye contact. I want you to look directly at the camera in all your photos. No side eye, side look, because you've ever been in a conversation like on Zooms, right? When somebody in a meeting and you could tell they're looking at themselves and not you and not the camera, and it just feels weird. Then you know the difference when someone's looking straight at the camera. It's like they're staring into your soul. That's what I want every photo that you have on your dating profile. Every photo must measure up to excellence. If you look at it and think, I could do better, then do better. Okay. We're calling in high value men who want to brag about you. Be the woman he can brag about it. Be steak dinner girl. So eye contact, 1 full body photo at least, a lifestyle photo. And this is a travel photo, something that shows how to afford you. Okay. And then a confident feminine photo. I love this one for picture number 1. It's not what you think. You would probably think that men swipe right on women that they think are sexy, right? It's not true. Most men surveyed, the reason why they say that they chose a woman on a dating app had nothing to do with sex appeal. It was, she looks kind. I want you to invoke kindness, especially in your first photo, and make a brand new one. If you don't want to hire a photographer, get a friend who's great at it, okay? And no filters, be you. Go get a blowout, go get your makeup done at Sephora and take some great photos. Your life has evolved as a woman. Your profile should reflect that. And make sure you're including the things that you love to do. People like things that they like to. Showcase who you are as a woman, not who you want them to be for you, but who you are to magnetically attract the right person. And in your bio, no negativity, no politics, no religion. Be you. No explaining your past. Excellence speaks in present identity and future direction. A high value woman talks about your successful career, who you are now, and your goals for the future, and how a relationship is a part of that. Nothing about your past. Future focus only, my friend. Okay, if you're on Hinge and you're doing dating prompts, they should be vision-based, right? What you want for your future. I got the 3 prompts I'm going to share with you that are the most popular prompts that I recommend to all my one-on-one clients to use on Hinge. They need to, again, showcase you and your magnetic life. The 3 that I have all of my clients do. So dating me is like in a typical Sunday. That shows who you are, right? It showcases your life and what you want aspirationally for life. So people will connect with that because it matches what they want, right? High value, high value, high value. Can I say that enough? And then we also want a recent shower thought. A recent shower thought is deep. Think about it. Don't we have our best cries in the shower? I've quit jobs because of a great cry in the shower, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. This is what we want. This is what I want you to do. So think about this. A recent shower thought. This is your dream for life and a relationship. Is it possible to have? This is when you call out the more. Is it possible to have an incredible partner that plans spontaneous trips, that we just really and thoroughly enjoy being around each other, whether it's out fine dining or cooking a beautiful meal at home and coming up behind me and kissing the back of my neck. That calls in high value, right? Evoke emotion, excellence, and emotion. No low effort answers. If you already have a dating profile right now, I would love for you to just look it over and say, is any of this giving low effort? If it's giving low effort, there's your answer why you're attracting low value men. Low effort men that can't even ask you out on a date and plan and make a reservation. Okay. So let's make sure we level up everything. If you want, I'll put my email in the show notes. I answer all of my email. I don't have a VA in my email or anything. And send me screenshots of your dating profile. I would love to give you a free dating profile review. It's like my favorite thing in the world. So it's really easy. It's amanda@amandacarroll.org. Super easy. So I would love, send me that and we can go over that if you're like, Amanda, what do you think about this? Now let's talk about how does the excellence running this play in our dating and relationship life to get the relationship of our dreams, we're setting a new standard of excellence. How does that reflect in conversations and messages, DMs and dating apps, and then text messages? Don't carry conversations on out of politeness. You don't have to be nice to everyone just because they send you a message if you know you're not interested in them at all. It's okay. You don't have to be mean, but you don't require, and everyone doesn't deserve an answer. Stop being so nice, right? So be very selective of who you message back. When excellence is present in a message to you, you respond. And those are the only ones that you will respond to. Well, it's really not if anymore. It's when a man, I won't even call this one a gentleman, gets sexual in the DMs or in text messages before he's even asked you out on a date, you instantly unmatch, let him know he's making you feel uncomfortable, and end the conversation. These men must be trained. You cannot allow a man like that in your life anymore. Once we allow that, we've lost. Excellence is not what that man is looking for. Commitment is not what that man is looking for. He's just looking for a way to get satisfied that night. And it doesn't have to be you. It should not be you. Never, ever entertain that if you have not met in real life and if you don't want to have sex with him, right? No, he has not earned that. I just want you to remember that wanting more in your life is never asking for too much. And it truly does start with how you're running this play of excellence in your personal world. Because when you're treating yourself with excellence, as Miley Cyrus says, I can buy my own flowers, you're showing up with excellence in your career. You're showing up with excellence at the gym. You're showing up with excellence every time you walk out that door, looking like $1 million. Your car is clean. Your bed is made. All of these things in your life are excellent. The reason why I want you to do that is not because I'm trying to give you more work. It's because I want you to train yourself that that's your new standard. And anyone that doesn't go to the gym, doesn't make their bed, doesn't excel at their career, doesn't get to be in your aura, that they're not good enough for you. So in order to set the standard of excellence in your dating life and in all relationships, it starts with you, love. Set the standard for you. I'm doing it with you. One of the things I'm following Jesse Itzler, his plan is the big ass calendar. I love him. He has us creating a new habit every quarter. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be excellent. My new habit is making the bed every day. We're doing it together. It just feels so much better. This is what I'm doing for the first quarter. So make it fun. Challenge yourself, because when you give yourself excellence, you will not accept anything less than that. And when you're treating yourself really well, it's also very apparent when someone is not treating you the way that you want. And remember, you're not too much. Wanting more is not asking for too much. You want more because you deserve more. All it is asking for alignment for you and your partner. That's what you want in your life. The moment you run this play and you set a standard of excellence in every area of your life, dating stops feeling like you're auditioning for a role in someone else's life. And it starts feeling like you finally are the one that gets to choose who is good enough for you. That's the play we're running this week in the beginning of 2026. Set the standard of excellence and live like it's already true every single day of your life, like you're already in the best relationship of your life. Run the play. Before you go, last reminder, girl, go watch Magnetic Attraction. You're going to get some templates, dating profile cheat sheet, everything you need to create a high value woman's dating profile. It's free and it's instant and it's in the show notes. And if you want more guided support and you want to apply for one of the 20 spots for Love Accelerator, my Done With You coaching program, the application is in the show notes. I would love it. Just fill out the application and then you get some time on my calendar and we meet to go over whether you think this is a good fit for you. And finally, would you share this episode with a friend? Maybe a fellow woman that you know that you're like, man, she needs this. Or a girlfriend that maybe you together say, hey, let's set the standard of excellence and hold each other accountable. Like my friend Edwina that meets me at the gym every single morning. She helps me set the standard of excellence for making the commitment to taking care of myself every day. You'd be a good friend if you would share that. And if you love it, leave a review. The more reviews on this podcast, the more Apple sends it out to more women can find this important information so they stop settling for low value men too. I would love to see your review. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the episodes. All right, girl, let's go. Run the play.